by the name of Alfred Adler. You've all heard of them, haven't you? No? Psychology 101. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, was a man, a Jewish man, who believed that at the core of every human being is the will for pleasure. That what drives people in life is pleasure. And that's what makes people tick. If it's pleasurable, they'll do it. If it's not, they won't. We try and run towards pleasure and flee from pain. That's Freud. Alfred Adler says something different. He was a student of Freud who argued with his teacher. And Alfred Adler, he was of the opinion that no, what drives people is not pleasure but power, greed, lust. What drives people is power. People are fleeing from a sense of insecurity, deep-rooted insecurity. And human beings want to feel powerful. And whatever leads in the direction of power is something that people will choose, and something that leads to the opposite of power, people will flee from. Both of these Jewish people, while very intelligent, incredibly intelligent, while they dug deep, they did not dig deep enough. In fact, what really drives people is not pleasure or power, but something else entirely. And that is, I'll convey it in the form of a story. Who here knows of Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz? Raise your hand if you've heard of him. Okay, a few of us. Rabbi Steinsaltz is one of the greatest commentaries on the Talmud alive today. And he was once in a dialogue with a great man, the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And they were discussing together, what is the defining point of a Jew? What is a Jew all about? What is being Jewish all about? And the Rebbe turned to Rabbi Steinsaltz and said, being a Jew means being a master over yourself. That's what being a Jew means. Being a master over yourself. It's a profound thought. Being a master in every area of life. Which means to be a Jew means to realize pleasure is not your master, you are the master of pleasure. Power is not your master, you are the master over power. Which means to be a Jew means to say, I set the limits of pleasure, it doesn't define me. I choose the food I eat, I choose the things that I do in life, they don't choose me. I'm in control of my choices don't control me. And in this week's parsha, we actually learn the laws of Niddah, which is totally irrelevant to all of you. It's the laws of family purity between husband and wife, the relations that they have, when they can have relations and when they can't. And it's a very profound law because it teaches us that there's a certain measure, a person should always feel in control of their pleasure. Pleasure shouldn't control a person. And it's also the backbone of the reasons for kashrut. We choose what we eat. Our food doesn't choose us. And the same thing with power. Shabbos is a day when we say we're no longer going to be greedy. It's one day a week where we don't earn money, we don't do work. It's a day when we show that the work we do during the week is not because the work controls us, but because we control the work. It's the profoundest of all ideas. Pleasure and power are not the driving factors in life. We are the controlling factors in life. And we are in control of pleasure and power. It's a deep message, and it's important that we take it to heart. On the topic of pleasure, there will be a challenge.